Hello and welcome to the Rogue Prince of Persia. I'm Areima, and this is a very cool, very hard, very fast-paced roguelike that I've been playing for a little bit on my own time, and I wanted to show you guys. So the Rogue Prince of Persia is by Evil Empire, which is I don't know the full story of it, so I'm not going to try and pretend that I do know the full story of it, but it's by some of the people who used to work on Dead Cells. I'm sure you can go and look up it on Google of exactly how this worked, but basically this is a Prince of Persia game. It is a side-scrolling Metroidvania style roguelike in a similar vein to Dead Cells, and it has some stuff that you recognize from Dead Cells. So like if we go and talk to this merchant here, we can spend money to unlock things that we have seen in the game. We can pick up recipes in game in order to unlock things. We have an armory over here somewhere. I think she's standing in front of the armory right now. Oh no, she's not. We have an armory over here with a bunch of different weapons in it. One thing I definitely want to unlock that I just got on my last run is this monk staff. This thing's really cool. And Barud's gauntlet is very cool too. This thing is very, very neat. There is a little bit of meta progression in this game. A lot of it is unlocks, which I very much like, but then you have traditional meta progression, which, as if you guys know anything about me, I'm not a huge fan of, but so far all of this doesn't seem to be too bad. There's like one in here that gives you extra HP, but I haven't seen anything that increases your damage or anything like that without being interesting. Like, for example, there's this one that says whenever you get breath active, you get 10% increased damage. But keeping Value's breath active is actually very hard. But there's also a bunch of trees over here that I have no idea how to open, especially these red ones. I've never seen these red souls. I assume it's from beating the game a certain amount of times. And I currently have 4 hours in this game and about 12 runs, and I've never beaten the game. I've beaten one boss once. So we're just going to go in and show you the game. One last thing I want to cover before starting properly is that this game does have parkour. So we have a dash that's in the air and on the ground. This does not have iframes unless we do a somersault over an enemy. And then we also have a wall run. You can wall run for a little bit, and once you run out the initial stuff, you will fall. And you can use it to also slide down walls if you think that there's something below you. And like Dead Cells, there is an air stomp. You do more damage the farther you fall. And you can use the wall run to go into slides and to things like that. And you see this little yellow burst that comes off of me every once in a while? That happens whenever you do something called perfect acrobatics. Ooh, I did not know that you lose your cinders whenever you leave. Let me go and spend these real quick. I'm far more interested in unlocks than anything else. So I think we're going to buy just a random pack of medallions, which are basically like our roguelike artifacts. That'll give us 3 new medallions that we can find in the run, and then we'll spend the rest on a weapon. I think I will unlock Barud's gauntlet. I just recently got that. It drops from the first boss, and it is very neat. And then we'll put a point into the monk staff. There are a couple NPCs in town to talk to, but I'm not going to worry too much about the storyline for this first run here. We're just going to go straight into our run because I'm going to show off the game as quickly as possible. The game is very, very frenetic, very, very fast, and very fucking deadly. It's actually like, I'm kind of in a love-hate situation of how deadly it is. It took me multiple attempts to get to the first actual area. I might show some footage of me fighting the boss the first time. I have some like B-roll footage that I've recorded of my first few runs. Let's see. We're going to take the new item, and I think I like the Royal Sword. Royal Sword has this. Then if I hold attack, I can do a special attack that does like a whole bunch of attacks. Oh. I've seen this event before, but not here. Basically, this girl gets grabbed by a shadow hand, and you have to race the shadow hand back to its source. There'll be no enemies, and there'll be a lot of parkour challenges. I've never seen this here. Normally, I find this in one of the later levels called the Aqueduct. And if you fall in spikes, it does damage. Of course it does. We are currently not doing well. Fuck. I might fail this. In fact, I think I just did fail. Yep. Yeah, I think I just failed it. I was so smooth for a second there, and then I lost the train. Ah! Do you see? I've hit spikes twice. Do you see how much damage they do? It's actually a little ridiculous how much damage everything does to you in this game. Yeah, we failed. If we had got in here in time to save her, this door would have opened and we would have gotten all 3 of those prizes, which I will assure you is very nice. One of the prizes was a extra talisman slot. The last thing we have is a kick. We can kick enemies off ledges or into obstacles in order to damage them. And this purple resource is basically like our meta currency. You'll see in the top right, it'll have a number to the left and to the right. The number to the right is how much we've stored each run. And the number to the left is how much we've currently got it. And you'll see that that guy just dropped something. In the top left, there's a little bag icon with a 1 on it. Basically, that is actually an artifact that he dropped. And we can use the bag in order to unlock the artifact, because we do have to take a moment to read them. So it gives us a time to load and do it somewhere safe. This gives us energetic acceleration. Consuming an energy slot moderately fills the Value's breath bar. That's very good. Value's breath is the yellow bar you'll see below my HP. Basically doing parkour activities, dodging over enemies and stuff like that will all increase that bar. And then we also have that white bar, which is the amount of energy on our secondary weapon, which is this right now. Boom! Yeah, that's one of the boss attacks, like I said, from the first boss. It's very cool. The only problem is that this is a very expensive ability to use because it uses the vast majority of our bar. I will tell you, most of them don't require the vast majority of bar. Most of them you can use multiple times. And it also means that we are lacking a range attack, which will make certain enemies very hard to fight. Ah, damn, I didn't get him in time. Yeah, the enemies do just fuck tons of damage to you guys. This is actually the enemy I was worried about fighting. These guys kind of sit on the little ledge thingies. I don't want to actually show you because I'll die if I show you. But they sit on those little ledge, and if you come at them from below, they will swing at you much faster than you can possibly attack them back. So if you have to kind of hit them like that from the side, because if you come at them from below, they will win the fight. We are going to back off for a bit and drink our flask. We only have 1 flask charge. I don't know if there's another way to get another one. I have not seen one yet. And if you knock enemies into each other, they get stunned. If they have a blue barrier, you can't push them around. That's pretty much all the mechanics. At least all the ones I know of. Attacks on enemies with above 80% health points have increased critical chance. That's pretty nice, especially against bosses. And then each weapon also has some effects to the... Oh my gosh. There's a little ledge here. I spent so much time climbing up of it that I couldn't attack. So we can actually check our sword real quick. Our sword says we trigger a chain of special attacks, and we get critical for a few moments after killing an enemy, which is why I've been getting so much increased damage. You can see over top my head, that little yellow bar is my critical. While I have that, I always crit instead of attacking normally. And critical is exactly what you think it would be. You do have some iframes while you're vaulting over someone, but not as many as you think you have. Okay, that is a health sacrifice shrine. We could sacrifice HP to upgrade our sword, our currently equipped weapon. It's always going to be your weapon, but I don't have a lot of HP, so we're just going to leave. Did we miss anything on this map? I feel like we missed something. We did. We're actually going to go back. You'll recognize this from Dead Cells if you've ever played Dead Cells before. We missed a warp point too, it looks like, because we can't go that far backwards. I think I also missed a door. I was talking and explaining things and I didn't. Yeah, okay. Did we go in here? No. Nice little shop. We'll go ahead and take the restorative because I want to use my secondary and I don't care about buying meta currency from the game. I'm one of those people that I never buy meta currency in a run. I'd rather just win the run and use resources in order to make the run better than to spend meta currency on that. Okay, we're going to check this back here. There's no time limits. There's no like timed doors that I've been able to find or anything like that. So you can take your time. Although I will say with the parkour system, it also kind of makes you feel like you shouldn't be taking your time because you can move. Once you get good at this stuff, you can move so fast. Oh, this is leading to an alternate area. So we don't want to do that because I do want to show... What's that? Oh, that's the blood shrine. Okay. I do want to show you guys the aqueduct because honestly, it's my favorite area in the entire game so far. I've been to a few areas and more areas, more alternate paths, think again, like Dead Cells, get opened the more of the game you play. So it might seem very linear at first where one path leads into another, but it's already... Even my game's already not. For example, we actually have 2 different locations to choose as our starting location. already. I can either start in the area that I just went through, or I can start in the Huns camp. I'm not going to talk too much about the storyline of this game. Actually, it seems super good right now. It kind of vaguely reminds me of Hades and its storytelling quality. But you know, if you want to check out the storyline, go check out the game for yourself. Or pause it whenever you see something on stream. For now, I'm just trying to play. And we're not going to edit these too much because, well, I edit a lot for my main channel, and this is kind of a little bit of a break from editing. Is there anything below me here? Spikes. Gosh dang. If you approach a wall without enough speed, you can't wall run, which is why I'm falling there. And the reason why I took damage there is because I'm an idiot. Ooh, the claws. I like the claws a lot. So they have a really fast attack, right? And every time you hit someone, you get charges, and then you can spend them on this roll attack thing. I think that's how it works. I'll remind myself real quick. Killing the enemy charges the special attack. Special attack consumes charges, and I get a critical anytime I do this. Yeah, okay. I was right. So you really want to pace this one where you're doing those back and forth. While its value's breath is active, attacks have a 30% chance to stun the target. Doesn't work on bosses. Ooh, we might come back for that. That's 1,000? Okay. We do have a little bit of like a value's breath build going. I will say one weakness I've seen of this game so far is that there doesn't seem to be a lot of build crafting in the run. We don't really have upgrade points or anything like that. We don't have the scrolls that you did in Dead Cells. So the run variety is there for sure. But I don't, and it's the run variety does seem to be currently sort of limited to, killed those guys with the obstacle, the RNG of the talismans, and not a lot of personal choice. I'm gonna go ahead and use the jump there, trying to kill that ninja, because I do not like them. They are bad. They have a very hard to dodge attack. Those are all secondary weapons. I like my secondary weapon. That was smooth. The parkour, when you get it right, feels so smooth. When you get it wrong, feels so bad. I mean, it feels bad that you got it wrong, not that the parkour's feels bad. I also consistently think that ability there is a dodge, this little tip here on the ground. But it's not. It is only a dodge if you hit an enemy with it. The public baths. That's an area that I just unlocked, which means it's a later game area. So I'm just not going to worry about it. We're going to pop back over to here. As a quick tip, you can do a little bit of a combo. It's the best combo I've seen for being able to just move around and get speed, where you air dash into a parkour into an air dash. It's pretty much the most distance you can get. And I will say the beginning areas here don't have a very demanding amount of parkour, but the later areas, like, they basically just fucking require you to have learned this stuff. So unlike other games where I would say, oh, you know, level up and blah, blah, blah in order to get to a higher area. No, get better at the parkour to go to higher areas. God, I love the claw so much. Yeah, you're going to basically required to be good at this parkour to do the higher level areas. That's honestly one of the only reasons I'm good at the parkour. I mean, I love movement in games, and this game is definitely really, really good on the movement. But I will admit I was not good at this movement until I went to the higher areas, and the game basically forced me to get good at it. It also forced me to, like, know not to, like, you don't do the down jump into the darkness, because a lot of times spikes are just going to be below you. I was too far away, damn. I was hoping I would get them with the shockwave of that. Oh, okay, this lady's pretty cool. So we can grab one of our medallions to refine and destroy a different medallion to refine it. We're going to... Yeah, we're going to do this. So every time we now do our energy attack, we fully fill our values bar, which means that I probably want to get a new energy weapon, because this thing is going to take a lot, And if we had something that took a lot less energy... Oh, you know what? There's a teleporter here. We don't need to be doing this. If we had something that took a lot less energy, we could be recovering our Value's bar a lot faster. So I will say maybe there's a little bit more of build crafting than, you know, I originally said. Like I said, there's a little bit, but I like a lot of build crafting in my roguelites. Okay, so we can't use this. So basically this gives us another slot only for this run, but we have to break a medallion to do it. So we're not going to do that because we actually like our medallion quite a bit. That right there. You see how he threw a dagger at me after he jumped backwards? That's the thing that I don't like about those guys. You push these guys into a waterfall, they always die. Something to keep in mind. Ooh, perfect. This is a parkour room. If we get to the end of this and don't die, which I don't think I've ever died from one of these, we will get a recipe for something that we don't have. I've never not gotten a recipe. Blade was... I expected it to go down faster. It's okay, we didn't get hit. You also get a move speed bonus if you do the Value's Breath perfect parkour thingies, which then in turn helps with the parkour. So just keep that in mind. Hey, we did it damageless. Nice. I think that's only the first time I've ever done that without taking any damage. We got a recipe for a guts sword called the Slayer. Wow, you're really not kidding on the gutsness there. Okay. Even has a helm splitter. I just recently watched Golden Arc of Berserk. You know, people have been telling me for the last 20 years of my life or more to watch Berserk, and I finally watched the Golden Arc, and I don't know, like, I vaguely get why people like it so much, but I kind of also don't. I don't know, maybe I need to watch more. Like, I know that the Conviction arc is next, so maybe I need to watch the Conviction arc or something. But, I don't know. Like, I watched the whole thing, and I enjoyed my time with it. But there was also so many times where I was just like, this show's kind of dumb. The show is just, like, very anime at times. But I would say, like, it's one of those things where it's like, I feel like I understand why people like it so much now. The reason I watch it is because Dark Souls 1 is my favorite game of all time, and Berserk was one of the major inspirations for Dark Souls 1. This is the first boss. I have beaten this guy 1 time out of 6 tries. Let's see how we do. No one passes the outer ramparts. Unless you allow it. Now I'm back, and we're going to fight. What is this? You will die properly this time, Prince of Persia. I doubt it. Basically, he does the Hades thing of like, well, I've been here several times, so we're going to ignore your voice lines and be a cynical jerk. So the first time I did this, I tried to jump over stuff, and it's just not possible. So you have to kind of just wait. And he drops these, and you kick them into him, and we are going to use the Value's Breath there. I tried to use my special in the air. You can't. Not with this weapon. Certain weapons you can. We're going to hit him with this rock. Speed across, and then hit him with the other rock. Air dodge. Okay. Doing well so far. And one thing I'm worried about here is that we're not doing that much damage to him. Ah! I didn't mean to get caught in that corner, obviously. Use the air dodge. Okay. Kick him. Kick him. This dagger, these claws might not be the best for bosses because I'm not getting any charges of the special. I am getting the crit, though. So there's that. Oh, he's already using 2. Okay. Oh, I'm not getting the crit. Interesting. I'm gonna wait to use my guy here until he is stunned. I know it's fully charged. It honestly doesn't do that much damage to him. Okay, he is invulnerable. We're just gonna wait a moment. Can I stun him? No. Game? Okay, there he goes. That's what the game was waiting for, is for him to switch phases there. He's gonna charge. Maybe not. Go ahead and get behind him. Ah! Drink a potion. We're actually doing pretty well. I say that and then immediately take damage. Because of course. I actually might want to just not use that attack. Because I just realized it's breaking the rocks, which are very valuable to me. Ooh, those iframes. Oh, okay. I tried to iframe him and it didn't work. Stun him again. Charge? Yeah. Second one. We can use it now because there's no rocks nearby. No! Don't greet, don't greet. Oh my gosh, we got him. Holy crap, I can't believe I caught that on camera. That's only the second time I've beaten him. Even the basic bosses in this game are just so freaking hard, dude. Okay, dive increases damage by first 3 seconds. Upgrade my claw a bunch of times. There's no way to crush items yet. And there's an iron mace there. Just to show it off. Here's what the iron mace looks like. Every weapon in this game is relatively fast, to be honest. I like the claws a lot, though. Okay, and then with these, we only get to choose one. So we could get 100 more HP, which is going to be what I'm going to choose, by the way. An additional medallion slot, or we could get a legendary medallion. If this was a better legendary medallion, I would consider it, but considering I don't have my medallion slots full in the first place... well, actually, they are full right now, but that's okay. I don't care about most of my medallions right now. They're not super good. We are going to take the flask, which gives us 100 max HP for this run. The later areas that I've been to are even harder, and I have been to the second boss, which I think is currently the final boss. I think there's like 8 or 9 bosses just based on the codex that's currently in game. So there's different bosses for like each area. The game's not complete though, so you can't win. But the second boss is honestly easier than Barud there, although I didn't win. And this little thing here stores your soul cinders. So now you'll see that I have 0 on the left and 129 on the right, which means that I have stored my soul cinders for this run. I'm glad I'm doing this well, because I thought that it was going to be a good chance that I was just not going to show off this game well. Mind you, I did just take a ton of damage, basically instantaneous. Gotta use them crits. Oh, that was fucking sweet. He tried to throw a dagger at me, and I used the dodge to get behind him. Okay, let's see what item we have here. Bolting spreads resin. I don't care about that. We'll just leave it. I don't have any slots to take it, so we'll leave it. Okay, that's actually perfect. We'll get rid of the dive attack here to get a medallion slot, and then we'll pick up that vaulting spreads resin thing as long as it didn't vanish. It did not vanish. Nice. Wasn't there a thing right below me too? There was. We'll check out what this is. I've never seen any enemies inside one of these. Ooh, javelin. Javelin's really nice. I'm just gonna show it off real quick. So it has a really quick little 3-hit combo, and then you can hold it down to turn your primary melee weapon into a ranged weapon. Actually, the run that I did the most successful on ever was a javelin run. I just realized I'm going the wrong way. If you wall run, if you run up a wall, which is different than wall running, like you run up a wall. Ooh, then it resets your ability to wall run, which allows you to do some pretty fancy-ass parkour shit. Yeah, these guys, you just gotta avoid their aim, because once they actually do fire at you, they hit you immediately. Discovering a new Well of Dreams increases Matt's energy by 10 points. Cool. I don't know what a Well of Dreams is. I can open this, though, and that opens both of these. And despite my earlier suggestion to not use down attack, we can do it here, because this will just take us all the way down into the actual proper part of this level here, which is down here. We're in some sort of sarcophagi kind of area. That guy puts, like, thorns on the ground. Ooh, trap. Very nice. Avoid being on the ground when those are on the ground. You can also kick enemies into each other in order to stun them. I don't know if I've mentioned that yet. That was fairly graceful. Ooh, back up. Oh, okay. That was stressful. I had to go quiet for a second there. Oh, these guys are scary. Honestly, we're gonna take this. The grappling hook, and the most important thing here is that this is going to give us breath meter back a little bit faster, and we are stronger when we have our breath. Yeah, this might be just a good idea in general. It also slightly stuns them, it seems like. Okay. We'll take the Blessing for extra HP, and then above 80% they have a chance to burn or Chakram. Can't really take either of those. The prices get just really expensive as you go farther in, so you can... I've never been able to buy more than one item from a shop, and... I was really curious what that was for a second, then I remember that we have a thing that says whenever we vault, we spread acid. This is one of my favorite things to do with the grappling hook right there, is grappling hook people off ledges. Okay, we could spend how much HP? 82. Okay, that's max HP, by the way, so I think we're just not going to do that. That was fun. What's down here? Just some souls? Okay. I'm fine with that. Okay. If that was 82 current HP, it'd be different, but it doesn't tell you, but it's totally max HP. Okay. Don't do that. Don't dive bomb down pits. I've been screwed by that so many times. We could go to the Flooded Gardens, which is one of our options, but I want to explore the rest of the map real quick. Sorry for being really quiet. This game's very hard, and I'm trying very hard to be good at it for you guys. See, if I had dive bombed on that one right there, I would have been punished. There's a chest here. And check out what it is. Okay, so we have last hit poisons. I'll take that over this thing that I don't know what that does. And then Value's Breath is active critical damage is increased. So let's go ahead and take that over the stun. So we have a little bit of a Value's Breath build here. I think that's our poison. Yeah, that is our poison. Very nice. Is there anything else to explore here? I do not believe that is the case. Okay, we only have one exit right now, so let's go ahead and leave. Flooded Gardens. This place is very pretty. If you guys want to see more of this, let me know. I'm probably going to be posting this on my second channel, so there's not going to be too many of you guys watching, so I'm going to be thinking about my numbers on a much smaller scale than I normally do. It's not going to be like 500 views in order to get a series continued. It's going to be like, I don't know, 20 views. So, like, if you want to see more of this, make sure you did in the comments because, well, there's not going to be that many people commenting on these videos, right? But I'd be happy to play more. I'd be happy. Well, I'm going to play more. I should rephrase that. I'm going to play more no matter what, but I'd be happy to post more of my game time. Ooh, what is that? I've never seen that enemy before. Whatever it was, it didn't have that much HP. Yeah, it, like, dies instantaneously. I didn't realize that I wasn't dead. I kind of almost walked away from him. Keep our Value's Breath up by parkouring every once in a while. Come on. That's what I was trying to do. Trying to get the... One thing I don't like is that this is supposed to be perfect parkour, right? But it's activated on a rope by going off the rope instantaneously, which doesn't seem like perfect to me. Environmental kills increase max HP by 1. Well, we pretty much have to do that now. I don't care about vaulting spreads present. We'll replace that. And this is why you don't just... You know what? Screw it. Don't do the thing that I told you not to do. Do as I say, not as I do. Oh, they spread little bomb guys. Yeah. I recognize those guys because the next boss uses them. Ooh, some HP. I don't think I need it right now, so I can come back later. I like being able to just drag enemies like one tile into the air. I don't know if I have any medallions I don't like to destroy. This one doesn't do Value's Breath, so we'll destroy the poison thing. Now we have 2 medallion slots. Which we have 2 medallions right now in our backpack. Keep forgetting to activate these. Critical hits have extra damage, and attacks from behind is always crit. We have a little bit of a build going. Okay. And as you unlock more medallions, I'm sure you can get even more of a build going. Strike this guy into the air, kill him that way. The fuck was that? So even if you kill those guys, they looks like they still explode on you. So this guy's like summoning bees. I mean, not bees. Come on. It seems like he's pretty weak though. Oh, he teleported, not died. Please die. Jeez, okay. I'm really close to needing to use my healing. Oh, there's another one. That is multiple archers. Translate as, that's a problem. Okay. Killed the summoner. Definitely using my flask now. I'd love a second flask charge. One thing that's nice about the system that makes it so that you don't loot your talismans right away, or you activate your talismans right away, is that, for example, I don't have any free slots right now, so I know that if I open my talisman bags, I'm just going to have to throw them away. So I can at least hold on to them. If I get to the end of the level and I don't find another talisman slot, for example, I'm on the inner ramparts now, then I can do it now. There's some more stuff I didn't explore over here. I can do it now in order to get the talismans. We also can buy the ceiling. Very nice. Doesn't matter too much. We could go to the boss at any point now. The thing that you're seeing in the top right with the objectives is, ooh, I can upgrade a talisman. What do I want to upgrade? I think the attacks from behind, having the higher crit rate, would be nice. Because I think that will let me use crits on bosses too. And then we'll go ahead and see if we can get another talisman here. Higher crit chance, elemental damage. I don't think I have much in the way of elemental damage, so I guess we'll leave that one behind. I've immediately forgot what I was saying. Sorry. Well, I think because I have an audience, I've automatically done better at this game. This is officially the second time I've made it to the boss of this particular part of the game. I'm at full HP too. I have a couple bonus HP points from getting environmental kills. So I have hope. I've only seen this boss once, and I only have a vague idea how his mechanics work. So we'll see how it goes. Not again. Shaheen, stay where you are, Prince. Do not disturb him. This is beyond the guy's petty ambitions in your pathetic kingdom. Leave him alone, Batar. Stop this. The Prince of Persia will not deny me my last chance to find her. And he chucks that dude away. See, yeah, this guy has these things, which I prefer to kill just by running past them. And then he has a barrier. So this attack, I think I figured it out last time. You have to stand in the place where there isn't shadow. Yeah, okay. I couldn't figure out how to dodge that last time. Okay, the attack from behind thing is definitely working. I am definitely critting more than I feel like I should be. Okay, and then one above. Nice. They don't do friendly damage to him, it looks like. Go ahead and hide. Does mean I'm going to lose my bar, but means that we won't take any damage. Seems like this guy is struggling a little bit. Go ahead and do that. I'm just grappling him because it's a tiny bit more damage, but it also gets me more of my bar back. Where are you going? Over there? Okay. And this guy seems much easier than the second boss. But then again, I haven't done that much damage to him, so like maybe he's just gonna phase shift and just be fucking ridiculous. Ah, well, this is new. He has a parkour challenge. What does he think he is? The Radiance? Okay. I'm guessing that this is going to get harder to dodge in the future. Oh, I see what I had to do. It's reverse Rain World. Okay. There's no way I could dodge that. I'm tempted to heal. He's not barriering himself anymore. Those were a lot faster. What? I dodged that. Screw you, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna heal real quick, actually. Okay, so he's gonna do that first. And then he's gonna fall and do the rain. Right? Yeah. And then I can go after him. Maybe I should avoid... Yeah, I should avoid trying to climb. Ow! Okay. We've got this phase pretty much figured out. I'm gonna stand near this left wall, so on his next attack I can... Oh, he's doing something different. Okay. Oh my gosh. Seriously. The character does not want to jump through platforms sometimes. Like, I was spamming down to go through that platform, and he then parkoured back up onto the platform. He really struggled to go through the platform sometimes. I feel like he's going to... Yep. I was right about this getting harder to dodge. Ah, damn it, he did that instead. Okay. I don't know if we're going to kill this guy. Oh, he has a explosion get up mechanic now. Fuck you, new mechanics. Final phase of the fight. Okay, so if I fell into the pit instead of grabbing the ledge. That's ironic. Yeah, so that guy gets really hard, and the weapon that we had was really bad at fighting him, because the main mechanic of the weapon was to build up charges on hits and then spend them. But for some reason, against him, I just don't build up charges, so I can never actually get the expenditure off. So, despite how much I like this weapon, I don't think it's a good weapon against bosses. I'd love to get the Monk Staff, because the Monk Staff was just a lot of fun. The Weapons Rack also allows us to increase the number of weapons. But I will say, going over here and getting more of these packs, that made me enjoy the game a lot more, because I actually didn't know these packs were here for a really long time. There's like a secret interact point right here to be able to start unlocking them. And then if you want to spend skill tree points, you have to have one of these skill points, and you convert souls into skill points over here. I don't know why there's a conversion rate, considering there's no other way to get those skill points. So the last NPC here is this guy over here, who lets you do challenges for each of the guys in order to get rewards. And you can hold triangle. See, this is why I think there's 4 bosses, because there's 4 in the entry book here. You can hold triangle to claim all of your challenges all at once. And we just got a whole bunch of extra souls. Hey, we have 260. I could buy the staff and use that in a future run. Unlike Dead Cells, it doesn't just give it to you immediately in order to use, because you're not currently in a run. But I do feel like it seems like it's pretty likely that you'll get it sometime soon. since I have some extra souls left over, we will just pour them into the thing here to work towards our next, we'll call this a skill point. I mean, it says skills in the bottom right there, so. Anyways, yeah, this is Road Prince of Persia. Fantastic game. If you guys are interested in seeing more, even a single comment and a single like will probably get me to play just at least a little bit more. There's obviously a lot to cover even now. There's the Huns camp. There's at least 2 more bosses. 3 total if you count the one that we haven't managed to beat yet. And I knew that there are, actually, let's see. There's a bunch more weapons as well. I wouldn't mind doing like a run with each weapon, for example. I really want to know what this chain sword thingy is beneath the bog claws here. Yeah. And there is, looks like we've found every tool, though. I will say that. So the tools are pretty limited right now. But if it's anything like Dead Cells, I think Dead Cells had like nearly 100 weapons by the end. So we're probably going to see that many as well. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and I hope you have a good day. Goodbye.